Okay, I can breathe now.
Yep.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I know that usually it's the artist that's a little like, oh, I'm all over the place. I'm on tour. You're the calm one. You're bringing the energy. I'm running around in a million different places at once. But I'm so excited to catch up with you because we first had you on the show. I think it was October.
Yes.
2024.
Yeah.
And, we were talking about the project you had out. I obviously just want to remind people, if you haven't heard her cover of The Scientist, which has just a casual couple million streams on Spotify. Nobody said it was easy. Savanna Leigh, I first saw you open for Jonah Murray, who is a friend of the show. And now I get to talk to you on the day of one of your releases.
Yes.
Which is really, really exciting. This song, You Don't Exist Yet. It's got this classic Savanna Leigh lyricism with it, but it's a little more poppy than I'm used to hearing from you.
Yeah, we definitely we're just trying to explore a little bit more with the new music and tap into something that I haven't yet done, whether it's production or just even topic. Just a lot of my stuff before that had been really heavy lyrically.
Wow.
And I wanted to kind of just say something different. It was originally a joke for sure. Me and my friend Cece wrote it, and we were just kind of how funny would it be if we had a song for you to sing in the car with your boyfriend, whenever that ends up happening, and just make fun of the fact that you were single for so long. And I was yeah, and it was funny. And then, of course,
you haven't found love yet.
No,
it's so funny.
I was yeah, let's make fun of my singleness today. But yeah, it ended up, of course, turning into something a little bit deeper because whenever I write anything,
you're a storyteller.
Yeah, I have to get in there somewhere. But yeah, I definitely think it's a little bit more pop, but also kind of leaning in this indie realm as well, and that's the goal for sure.
So the title is You Don't Exist Yet, and the whole concept is kind of singing a song to someone that you're looking for that's not there yet. You're longing for, and I've been in this place. It's very How I Met Your Mother. Did you ever watch the show?
I've seen episodes of it.
You're
for
so
sure.
lying. That's okay.
No, my roommate Hannah is obsessed. So I definitely.
I think you would love it because the whole character arc of the main character Ted Mosby is that he's constantly talking to he's telling the story of how he met his significant other, but it's all done in past tense.
Yeah.
So there's many moments and monologues where he's kind of talking to her even though he doesn't know who she is yet.
Yeah.
And it reminds me of that, right? It's this idea of knowing the love that you want and wanting so badly it in your life now, but also knowing that you got to be patient to wait for the right person too.
For sure. How
are we feeling? I mean, have we found them yet? I know you've been on tour.
We have not.
Okay.
We have not. Every night we of course, describe what the song's about, and we have a whole spiel. It's actually gotten me into trouble on this tour a couple of times. We've been oh, where are you, boyfriend? And then men will come up after the show and be it's me. And I'm
it's me.
Oh,
I'm the one you've been looking for. And you're
I'm I set myself up for that.
It's a song, dude.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's funny for sure.
Is there a part of you that's wouldn't that be wild if eventually I meet the right person and they did hear that song 3 years ago?
No, yeah. It's definitely, I'm hoping obviously people can relate to it that are single, but also people that aren't too, where they're just I remember when I was wondering when my person was going to come along and then just didn't know. And that period of not knowing is kind of fun. Mm-hmm. I like to let things kind of happen naturally. So I'm not going to be seeking anything out. So I'm kind of just when it's supposed to happen, it'll happen kind of thing. Also with this lifestyle, it's just so chaotic all the time that I'm just it could literally happen anytime.
It could happen anytime. It's also really hard to sustain a relationship
100%
in this world. Especially at such a pinnacle time of your career too, where I mean, just even having talked to you 6 months ago ish to now too, I we followed each other on Instagram, and I've been seeing you go on tour. I've been seeing you play shows. I've been seeing your collabs, and you're in the studio a lot. You're based in Nashville. Mm-hmm. That's just an incubator for new music. Mm-hmm. How hard is it for you to hold on to a song when it's the right song, it's done, you want to release it? I'm sure you have more than a few in the queue right now.
It's really hard, actually. I mean, for me too, I've had to work on this, I guess, situation for a long time where I'm I really relate to this right now. And I'm worried about putting it out, maybe even 6 months to a year when it's already been done in my head for so long, just because I want to be able to sing it on stage authentically and make sure the audience feels it as much as I'm feeling it. And sometimes it's hard when you've felt something and then you're moved on from it and then it comes out and you're like having to kind of get back into that emotion that's like in the song.
Yeah.
So I've been just trying to write stuff that I knew this year I would still resonate with, because it's not as like specific to a person. It's more like about me and just like things that I know I'm probably going to be thinking or feeling for a long time.
Sure.
So I'm definitely excited about the new stuff and all the new music that we've made. It's hard to like, sit with it. But I think touring helps with that, because you get to play the songs even though you're not, like, there's nowhere for them to go stream it, but they can hear it and I get to like share it still.
You get to share it would be a very understatement. Yeah, I think a lot of people connect with it and love it, rightfully so. We were just talking off camera that you're getting ready to close out this tour in New York. And it's the highest capacity room of the tour. And your family's coming to meet you. I have to imagine that's a certain level of success in your head, right? You hit this benchmark. So what is your next definition of success? What's that next level up for you?
I definitely think some sort of headline tour would be amazing. I've just done a lot of opening stuff last year and the year before, and I would like honestly love to continue doing that even this year with all the new music. I just feel like I'm still in that phase where I'm like, I want to play as many shows as I can and like, connect to as many people as I can before kind of setting my own stuff up. But even this year, if I was just able to do a few like markets and kind of do my own show, that would be amazing. And then of course, just getting this project as many eyes on it as possible, just because I really love the music and I'm still independent and I just want to be able to, for me and my team to like have that exciting moment where we're just like, all this hard work we've been, doing is paid off.
Right. Is there a roadmap? I don't want to say, I hate when people are like, who's your favorite artist or who do you want to work with? But is there someone in this world, because it is such a different musical landscape now, that their roadmap or their story you can assimilate yourself to?
I've really tried to think about that. I end up always loving these artists that like are just like the roadmap was nothing similar to me in terms of just like either, their dad is like super famous and they're like now singing and it just like was easier in some ways. But yeah, I mean, I think the artist Gracie, in terms of like the way she's handled her career, is one of my favorites. And just like her songwriting and like the way she has like such a strong fan base. But I think, I don't know, I'm not anywhere in the same world as Tate McRae in terms of like sonically or just even direction of career, but she definitely has like worked so hard for so long. And I just like respect that a lot. And like, she just seems extremely like dedicated to the craft and has been that way since like forever. Yeah. And has also just like really branches out every single time she puts something out and like does something different. So for
what it's worth, I talked to Tate pretty early on when she was switching from dancing to singing full time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of through lines that I'm saying.
That's nice.
But I don't want to take away from your success and from everything that you've been working so hard on to be your own artist as well. So Savanna Leigh, if you don't know the name, go look it up. And specifically, You Don't Exist Yet, out today. Congratulations. Thank you. Can't wait to talk after, 3 Grammys and a couple more albums, headlining Madison Square Garden. It's going to happen.
I hope so.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.